All right, hi everyone. We are looking at the next topic, dealing with your angles and triangles. So the last section that we looked at still looked at angle sum theorem and exterior angle theorem, but we just stuck to different values of numbers. Now we're going to bring in the algebra part of this and see kind of what changes and what stays the same here. So we're starting off, just a reminder of what the triangle sum theorem says, that the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So that's always what we want to remember. Every triangle, all the angles added up, give you 180 degrees. So let's check out our two examples that we have down here. All right, so we have triangle ABC, and at angle A, we have 2x, angle B, we have a 3x, and angle C, we have a 4x. So again, my rule says from the theorem that all three angles, no matter what they are, get added together and they should equal 180 degrees. So if whatever's at angle A and whatever is at angle B and whatever is at angle C, that's what we need to find. So angle A, 2x, angle B, 3x, angle C, 4x. And so now we have an algebra equation. So we can combine your like terms. So a 2x, a 3x, and a 4x. Add all those up together. We have 9x's, and that should equal 180. So now we can divide both sides by that 9, and my x is equal to 20. So there's the first part of what this specific example wanted. This specific example said find x. Okay, done. We figured that out. And find each angle. So that means we need to go back to the different angles, angle A, B, and C, and plug this 20 back in to see what their actual totals are going to be. And let's see what we have. All right, so if the measure of angle A is 2x, then I'm looking at 2 times 20, which gives me 40 degrees. So there's angle A. Then we do the same thing for angle B. The measure of angle B is 3x. So really, we're looking at 3 times 20 for 60 degrees. And then we do our last one. The measure of angle C is a 4x. So then 4 times the 20 for 80 degrees. So we have all three of our missing angles now. All right, so we found x and the measure of each angle. So let's try another one. All right, this time our triangle is giving us one of our angles. It's telling me that I know exactly what's going on where my box is at, because this box is telling me 90 degrees because it's a right angle. So we can still set it up the same way. The first angle plus the second one plus the third one have to be 180. Well, if I already know one of them is 90, so I can start with that one. And then we have a 2x plus 2. Oops, sorry, I'm going to actually rewrite this because it's a little small there for that blank. So there's our 90 plus the second angle plus the third one for 180. All right, so we talked about the 90. My second angle can be the 2x minus 2. My third one, the x plus 5. And so now, again, we just have an algebra problem. Let's combine all your like terms. So let's get your variables first, your x's. I've got a 2x and a 1x. So I'm looking at 2 plus 1 gives me 3 x's. Now we can do the constants, which is the 90, the negative 2. Sorry, that's a little hard to see. So our 90, the minus 2, and the plus 5. So let's see what we have there. Just going to rewrite that so we can see it better. All right, so 90 take away 2 gives us 88. 88 plus 5, 93. So plus 93 is equal to 180. Now we can continue our solve, minus the 93 to both sides. And 3x is equal to 87. Divide out the 3. And my x is 29. So there's the first part, we found x. Now sometimes your problems may be good with you just finding x. But again, for this example, we're going to find it and plug it back in. Because guys, I want you to know how to do all parts of this. So when I go up to 2x minus 2, we're going to plug in that 29 that we just found. So 2 times 29. And then take away 2. 2 times 29 is 58. 58 minus 2, 56. So there's our angle in the top right corner. And then we do the same thing to the bottom. Again, if x is 29, x plus 5 is the same as 29 plus 5 for 34 degrees. And we've already got the third angle of 90. So again, that's how we use algebra for our interior angles. Let's see what happens when we look at the exterior angle theorem and we bring in our algebra. So same properties as the last set of notes. An exterior angle is formed by one side of our triangle and the extension of another side. You also get what's called the remote interiors. The remote interior angles are the angles of a triangle that are not connected to the given exterior angle. And the measure of the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two remote interiors. So just as a reminder, when we looked at this picture last time, you had our angle YZP. This angle that was outside, this was your exterior. The two angles that do not touch, angle YZP, or the exterior angle, were angles X and Y. And that theorem says I should be able to add these up and they should equal the exterior. So we can kind of use it again, the same kind of template, the setup that I gave you guys last time, that the exterior was equal to the sum of the remote interiors. So let's see how that works with our algebra now. So we have our last example down here. All right, so again, notice where your triangle is sitting. Even though it's upside down, okay, so there is our triangle. So that means 6x minus 7 is the exterior. And I should be able to add up the remote interiors that are not connected to it. So that is the other two down at the opposite corners. So I should be able to add those two corners up, those two angles, even though they're equations, I can still add them up to get that exterior angle. So then we have, like the setup says, the exterior angle equals, so 6x minus 7 equals. And we need to make sure we know exactly what two angles inside the triangle do we add up. In this case, that is the 2x and the 103 minus x. And again, just another algebra problem. We can combine like terms here because we have a 2x and a negative 1x. Two x minus 1x leaves us with just an x, and we still have a plus 103. And let's keep solving this. All right, we can subtract the x from both sides of this equation. So we have 5x minus 7 is equal to 103. Now we can add the 7 back. And 5x is equal to 110. Divide out that last 5. And my x is equal to 22. And that is our final, because this specific example just said to find x. We didn't have to find the other two angles. And so for that one, we're done. So the biggest thing here is make sure you know where the exterior is and where the remote interiors are. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about using algebra now to solve out your equations. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions at all. Have a great day, guys.